In-home security. It's not something you think about very often, but it is something that's very important to you. And in-home security doesn't get any more basic than having a good deadbolt on your front door. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. Today we're going to be looking at this guy that's in this box here, the Arpha Fingerprint Keypad Smart Lock. Now this is not something that I usually worry too much about, and that's probably a bad thing. You see, my door lock, it's old. It's really old. It actually doesn't lock very well at all. And most of the time I find that my door is actually unlocked. And that's because I've got kids that come and go. They don't think about locking the door because they've never had anything stolen. And even if they did, they just ask me to replace it. You know, who really loses in that scenario? That's where something like this would come in. Now this gives you all of the great features that you would expect from a regular door lock. It adds a lot of really neat techie stuff as well. So I want to explore this a little bit further. So let's start with a quick unboxing. First off, the box itself is cardboard. It's not flashy, it's not fancy. It does have some words on it. It's got a picture of what to expect inside, but overall, there's just not a lot here. So let's go straight to the unboxing. Now, right off the bat, it comes with a pattern that you can use to help mark out where you're going to install it. It also comes with installation video guide, register users and add users. It also has pairing with the lock with the app. It's got a barcode for pretty much everything. So if you don't have this, I'm going to hold this up nice and full screen for you guys so you can pause this video and scan the QR code that shows you the part that you want to know about that maybe you're missing. This is actually really well thought out. I don't think I'm gonna end up using those, but it's there for those of you who do want it, which is quite handy. Moving on, we've got the instructions itself, which will tell me all the things that I probably don't care about. And the first page actually has more QR codes, installation and setting it up. Really, really well thought out. It does walk through the installation. Am I gonna install it? I don't know. I was gonna install it, but I'm wondering if, to save time, I'll just throw some batteries in the studio here and we can just play with it in here. Wouldn't that be so much more fun? Now this is the unit itself. It's kind of a distressed bronze look, and it's kind of an old classic style. Now my house was built in the 70s, so I figured that this style would match kind of what my house is already. I don't want to have something too fancy. You can see it's got the touchpad there. Pushing the buttons, they're actually quite tactile. They're pretty satisfying to click. And then this up here is the thumbprint reader, obviously. You can probably use an index finger as well if you want. You just have to have a finger of some sort. Now up here in Canada, where it's really cold and we wear gloves half the time, fingerprint reader is not super handy for us, but in the summertime, you can use the fingerprint. In the winter, you can punch in the code and unlock it that way. It also has the back piece, which has all the circuitry inside, but also the locker, and this will pop open, which is where you put your batteries. Now this is actually pretty easy to pop open, which is surprising. I have had battery powered door lockers before, and in every case, the batteries always died, and it was such a pain in the butt to get the cover off that I just never replaced them, and then all of a sudden you're not locking your door anymore. Comes with some install hardware, as well as 2 keys. These would be standard kind of keys, hopefully, so you can get new keys cut if you need to, but it comes with 2 keys. And this is the actual lock mechanism that you need for the thing. Some more screws for the install, and that's pretty much everything that's inside this box. So the next thing you need to do is obviously go and install it. Now we're not gonna install it today. I'm just gonna power it on and play with it right here in the studio because I wanna see how this thing works. So I'm gonna go find some batteries real quick and then we'll come back. Now one of the problems of living in a tech house is that everything takes batteries. So I've got 5 batteries here and none of them match. If you are looking at getting one of these, I would highly recommend some rechargeable batteries. I will put a link in the description to some rechargeable batteries and a charger. Typically for me, I would double the batteries. So this guy takes 4 AA batteries. I would get 8 AA batteries. I can have 4 in the unit and 4 on the charger so that I always have charged and ready to go batteries. So there's a good reassuring beep that's telling me that the batteries work. There you go. So you guys can see it light up. Okay, you can see the door lock, unlock button. Interesting. It's speaking Chinese, I think, to me, but that's kind of cool. You can turn it by hand if you want, or you can push the button which locks it and unlocks it. And then it talks to you to say that the door has been locked. And I touched the thumbprint reader and it's freaking out because I don't have my thumbprint on there. Now, when you first get the device, you're probably gonna have some problems. The problems I was having was that this was speaking to me in Chinese and I did not understand it. It took me some doing. I did find the reset button. It's underneath the battery cover right here. And what you wanna do is hold it down for 6 seconds just to reset the whole thing. So it'll beep for you while it does it. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now it's going to say initialization succeeded. It's fully reset itself. Now we need to set up an administrator password. It can be whatever you want it to be. So to do that, we need to push this button for 1 second, then it will ask you to set the password. So
add administrator, please enter a new password.
Now I'm going to do a new password. I'm going to make it 1, 2, 3, 4.
Please enter the new password again.
And then it'll ask for it again.
Added successfully.
There we go. Now it's got the password. This is good. Now we can go to the app. Now, there's 2 apps that you can use. You can download the Alpha app or you can download the Tuya Smart app. They both look the same to me, but we're gonna go to the Tuya Smart app because that's what the instructions say to use. And all I want to do is say add device. It will start searching for a nearby device. And then all you want to do is press 3 and then lock. It asks for your password.
Distributing network. Please wait.
Now it's going to connect to Bluetooth. It's discovering a device already. So I'm going to say add that device. That is being added. There we go. Now we can rename this to be whatever we want. And I'm going to call it Gears and Tech Door, because that's what it is. It's going to be the Gears and Tech Door. Maybe I'll put it on the door to the studio so nobody can get in except for us, people that have the secret password. Okay, done. There we go. Now we've got our device added and I can use my phone to unlock the door. And then there's a lot of different settings that you can do. They are so much easier to do in the app. You can do a lot of the settings with the keypad where you can say adjust, like right now it's doing auto relock. So after 10 seconds, it automatically relocks the door for you, which is going to be a problem for me. So I can go in here and then turn off auto lock so it doesn't go. Or I can change the amount of time that it takes to auto lock. So in my case, 30 minutes is probably plenty. So I'll change it to 30 minutes and you can change your lock volume, change it to high. There, now you guys can really hear it. You can also change the lock language. So we were hearing it in Chinese before. Now it's on English, which is wonderful because I can understand it. You also can add remote unlocking, as you can see there, which is fabulous. There's different accessories that you can get. There's a temporary lock code. So you can give somebody a temporary code to unlock the house. If you're away or something, you need someone to check on the house, and you can say, here you go, here's a temporary code. It'll send to their phone and then they can use the Bluetooth on their phone to unlock the door, but it's a time sensitive thing. It's especially handy if you've got cleaners that come to the house, constant deliveries, any kind of those things you can manage with the app remotely and then give access. You can also change the password or provide different passwords, and you can create family members. So right now, I'm the only one on here and I'm the administrator. I can also add my thumbprint. I can add a password and I can decide if this is permanent or if it's temporary. So you can give it to your kids. If you're mad at your kids, you can say, hey, I'm locking you out of the house, and you can remove their thumbprint or pause their account or whatever. In a nutshell, I gotta say, the features of this lock are really cool, especially for the price. It's about $130, somewhere around there, maybe $150. but it's a cute little lock. It's got the thumbprint, it's got the keypad, and it's got the app support. The only downside I can see, there's a lot of videos, and the videos are very, very helpful if you go through each of these videos. I did have a look online real quick to see what was included in these videos, and they're basic, but they're simple and they're fast and they're to the point. So there's no reason for me to go through and make new videos showing you how to use this because these videos are already pretty good. But from the perspective of using the device, I strongly recommend that you do that hard reset first because that will save you a lot of hassle. I was just getting a lot of problems. It wasn't quite syncing right. I couldn't get it into pairing mode, but when I hard reset it, all of my problems went away. Top-notch product. If you want to get one, there's a link down below where you can pick one up for yourself. Let me know what you think about it. I'd love to hear. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.